Hello and thanks for joining us on Noche La NBA. Let's see some of the numbers here for John Morant.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
As we know, late in the year, Coach, more eyes are drawn to games around the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, I talked to fans in the East who stay up late to watch Pacific Division matchups. Interest always builds as that postseason picture starts to come into focus.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. P.G. Jackson is out there with Jalen Wells. Then it's Morant. Then there's Edey. And it's Coward in at the 2 guard. Pass to Wells. Here's Jackson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Just 3 to shoot. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Well, normally Morant is scoring off the dribble. It's good to see him being effective off the ball.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Just a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to chat. We got to talking about what do you do defensively against John Morant. And Coach said staying on top of him isn't easy, so our focus is on shutting down the lanes and not giving him the openings to attack. We want to make Morant force the issue. Putting Morant in tight spots is the name of the game here. Back over to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Allie. And good that time.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Wells wide open. Off target from outside. So the Bulls, their last game, a win against Los Angeles.
He had proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
Yeah, great three-point shooting is so often what swings a game these days. When they're rolling from outside, they're tough to beat.
Yeah, that's the endless energy of John Morant. There's no denying that man.
The electric John Morant, the leader of this team, Stan. What's his focus need to be going forward?
Well, look, Kevin, I think it's pretty simple with John Morant. We know how good he is. Can he keep himself on the floor on a consistent basis, which for Ja means staying healthy and staying out of trouble. If he can do that, there's no question about his ability or his ability to lead this team.
And Simons has got the ball here for Chicago. Bean drops in the layup for 2. He's got his second bucket. And still fresh on everybody's mind, the moment when MP eclipsed the incredible point total that Michael Jordan scored in his legendary 1986-87 season. Craig, you remember it well. It was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, he scored 3,041 points that year, the highest total of his career. It's stunning to see a player surpass it, and that's the kind of generational talent MP is.
That one falls.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Over to the left wing. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Well, no one gets to the hole better than Ja. His first step is unreal.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Yabusele, he's checked in for Chicago. Josh Giddey comes in for Miller. Giddey, the pass to B. To the paint. Nice shot by Yabusele.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Morant against Giddey. He gets that one. Morant's got 9. The Bulls leading by 4. A kick out to Simons. Bangs home the trifecta.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Memphis is gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Morant outside. No good, shot missing. Nice defense from Giddey. Morant with the steal. Collins grabs the miss.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Yabusele kicks to Collins. There's a screen by Collins. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And that one's good. Morant. He's got 11.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And so it's the... For Chicago, Miller's checked in for Patrick Williams. Buzelis comes in for Colin Sexton, and B's subbed in for Jones. So on the floor for Memphis, Jalen Wells is out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Morant, and it's Prosper in at the 5. Wells' shot is good.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
And Coach Van Gundy, the big name for Memphis is John Morant, but his superstar trajectory hitting a little bit of turbulence.
Well, some of those troubles were self-inflicted, Kevin, but also questions about his high-flying style. As he said himself, the falls can take it out of you.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey, guys. He in that last game against the Clippers delivered quite a performance. He added 43 points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. He was a force of nature in that game. He made the opposition look utterly helpless.
Great stuff, Allie. We thank you. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Here's Wells after the made shot from B. No good from Clark. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Yabusele. It's rebounded by Memphis. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
And this was as even a matchup as you'll find in the NBA. Split the season series down the middle, one apiece.
Well, in terms of where they sit in the league, these teams are both in the middle of the pack, but both are looking to take the next step.
Some changes for Chicago. Zach Collins comes in for Gershon Yabusele. And it's Simons in for Josh Giddey. Edey's checked in for Memphis. Jackson comes in for Clark. Here's B. 8 points for him. Jacks up a 3. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in. Miller's got 3 assists in the game. The Grizzlies trail by 3. 1:46 left in the first half of basketball. Moran finds Edey. Here's Coward, covered by Simons. And that one's good. Coward's got 5.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
Pass to B. And the Bulls another 3.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on the roll.
Morant with a wide-open look. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Simons on the wing. Here's B. Another 3 for Chicago.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by 7. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
Yeah, when you have a defensive showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
Four on the shot clock. Morant pulleys his way inside.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Chicago leading by 5. Pass to Buzelis. Now Miller. Here's B. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. Miller's got his 5th assist in this one.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Morant. Morant with another miss.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Buzelis' shot is good.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And so we wrap up the first half. It's Chicago up 9. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.
Hello, everybody. We'll break down the action shortly, but first, a glance at how the Eastern Conference standings are stacking up as the season winds down.
Looking at the Bulls, they've been phenomenal. All the lofty predictions, the expectations, they've all come true. Now comes...
And returning our attention to this game, an impressive first half for the Chicago Bulls. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You know, B has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
Buzelis out there with Collins. Then it's Miller. Then it's Anthony Simons. And it's B in at the 1 spot. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. And communication is so crucial to winning basketball. Coach, teams that can get on the same page quickly, they clearly have an edge, right?
Oh, absolutely. I don't know that there's anything other than effort, maybe, that is more important to good defense than communication. The only way teams can be on the same page on how you want to cover certain situations is with great talk. It's got to be early, it's got to be loud, and it's got to be repeated.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks. Well, this September, Grizzlies legend Marc Gasol was enshrined in the Basketball Hall of Fame. A 3-time All-Star and Defensive Player of the Year, Marc was acquired in a trade for his brother, Pau Gasol, who was likewise an All-Star with the Grizzlies. Marc, a fixture on and off the court in Memphis. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Jackson. And that one drops for him.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pass to Miller. Here's B. Fires from deep. Wells grabs the miss.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Now Morant. Edey trying to break free. And it's Morant missing.
Yeah, he tried to adjust, but he got smothered. Good defense.
The Grizzlies trail by 13. Morant on the bounce.
Well, this kind of performance from Morant doesn't surprise anyone. He can score with the best of them.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup. .41 seconds left here in the third quarter. It's Morant with the drop.
Morant just doing a nice job absorbing the hit there.
The Grizzlies shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. The first one falls. Both free throws good from Morant.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
B, the pass to Giddey. Here's B. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist. B's got 11 points in the quarter.
And make no mistake, Giddey is a skilled passer who knows when and where to put the ball.
And here's Morant. 19 points in the game. Here he goes. Oh, that's blocked. And so it's Chicago, holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And so it's Memphis with it. 8-point game. So on the floor for Memphis, you've got Morant. He's out there with Ty Jerome. And it's Prosper in at the center, filling out the middle. And it's Morant missing. Giddey the pass to B. And the layup falls. And that's now 33 points for B.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Here's Jerome. Morant outside. Money from the wing.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Takes the three. B can't get it to go. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Jerome deciding where to go with it. Too open that time. Made it look too easy.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Here's B, guarded by Jerome.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. But Grizzlies call timeout. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Collins checked in for Nick Richards. Bruce Ellis comes in for Williams. Miller's checked in for Colin Sexton. And it's Simons in for Josh Giddey. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. Memphis' head coach had some words for his team over the break. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying, we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you. And it's Miller penetrating. Jackson with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 10. It's Morant. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my. Well, this is what the fans want to see. Morant showing off all of his superb athleticism.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Let's lose a three. No good.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring level.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Yabusele, he's checked in for Collins. Bulls leading by 12. Now Yabusele, and he jams it in.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Plays it in off the window.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight. Missed opportunity. He's just got to shake that one off.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Chicago.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And what's been a tremendous year tonight, another example, and they'll push their amazing win total on the season to 68. An outstanding, outstanding season we've watched this team play.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for B.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Now Jerome. It's Pippen on the way. Giddy defending. Shot clock at 5. Yep, that's going to go in. Here's B, guarded by Jerome. Takes it inside. Count it! And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. We'll see you next time.
contact with the fan. Prospect. Slightly, yeah.
Definitely go west to California.
Keep it
Competitive court players
That's
are
a little
evaluated
intense.
year-round now.
We are at a sporting event.
And
I like
off-court
the hello and
activities, and there's
goodbye
always
smile
someone to
approach.
watch with,
Not me. Not at all.
colleges and
Game face
universities
on.
in action.
Yeah, for me, I'd
Conditioning is something I'd like to
outside
focus
of where
on
New
this
York
week.
prospects are scouted, where people have
seen a little
game,
wear on the
but
court?
college
Yes, I
scouts
don't
may
want
not.
fatigue to be
I
an
like the idea
issue,
of
but
watching videos
the issue
myself
may be not
without
pushing
being
hard
able to
enough
ask
regularly.
to know what's the
Known
solution.
and unknown
I want to work on
talent across the
stamina.
world.
I want to do
What you do when you forgot to watch this?
Well, when it's all very
Coming up in the city of big shoulders, Chicago, Illinois, at the United Center, the Raptors taking on the Bulls. For the Toronto Raptors, hanging on to that 8th ranking in the East, they want to keep that playoff spot. Bulls, Raptors, up next, right after this. Hello from 2K Sports. We're honoring diversity and culture tonight with the NBA celebration of Noche Latina. Brian Anderson here, alongside Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us from the floor. Now that we're late into the season, here's how the East stacks up. Taking a look at Chicago, they have looked in control all season long, aren't showing any signs of taking their foot off the gas anytime soon. And, of course, there's Toronto. Quite a bit of space between these two.
When I look at Chicago,
You have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Toronto Raptors. The perimeter filled up by Barrett and Ingram. Then there's Emmanuel Quickly. Then there's Barnes. And it's Murray Boyles in at the 5. And for Chicago, we've got Zach Collins. Miller is out there with Buzelis. Then there's Anthony Simons. And it's B in at the point guard position. Believe it or not, the season is drawing to a close. Have most teams met your expectations this year, Richard?
Many have exceeded my expectations, B.A. Seems like play and players get better every year. Stars and good teams keep finding ways to improve. It's impressive.
And Barrett has got the ball here for Toronto. It's a three-point game. And the layup is good off the glass.
And I love the confidence from Barrett. He enjoys finding room inside and capitalizing.
Here's B. And the shot goes. B's got 5.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
It's stolen by Barnes. Pass to Ingram. And he drops it in from the low post.
It's hard trying to match up with Ingram, especially when he's looking to score inside.
A skill Scotty Barnes definitely possesses is the ability to guard multiple positions, Grant.
Yeah, he has that blend of quickness and length to smother shooters. And he has the strength to deal with bigger guys, too.
Here's Barrett. Chicago making their last shot. He shoots. And that one's good. Ingram. Ingram's got his second bucket on the night.
What's not to like? He's been really good so far. Good start.
Here's B. He buries it from 3.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
Miller against Ingram. No luck on that one. Great D that time from Miller. There's Simons with a 3. Quickly with a rebound. And so Quickly will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Trailing by 4 and keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, B in that last game against Memphis was simply terrific. He finished with 47 points, and he made the defense look helpless as he piled on the points. Putting in a performance like that one really builds momentum in your direction. We'll see how far he rides that wave tonight, guys.
Thanks, Allie. Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Basket's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Chicago making some changes. Yabusele comes in for Buzelis, and Giddey's subbed in for Miller. Toronto also changing it up. Walter comes in for Barrett. Shed comes in for Quickly.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
And while the Raptors are rebuilding, they're not bottoming out like some teams out there, Grant.
Yeah, they have some pieces. I mean, some young guys who can really play. And with the lottery odds flattened out in the play-in tournament, that middle road is more agreeable than in years past.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Shot from 12. And it's Shed missing.
Looked like he just rushed it there. Just maybe take a little bit more time in the future.
Here's B. Misses the 3. Raptors trail by 4. Pass to Barnes. Here's the 3. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
Don't see that a ton from Barnes. I mean, he's showing he can really get rid of it.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Count that one. 16 points here for B.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
16 seconds left to play in the first. Now Ingram. His numbers are solid, putting up around 18 points a game. No good. That would have tied it. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Chicago ahead. They lead by 3. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight. Dave Barrett, he's checked in for Toronto. And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. Gershon Yabusele out there with Miller. Then it's Buzelis. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's B in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And it's quickly with a miss.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Here's B. That shot missing. Pirtle with some nice D. Here's Shed. Giddey defends quickly. The wide open shot is on the money.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Yabusele hooked that.
They have no answer defensively inside.
The Raptors have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Pass to Barrett. Good on the 13-footer. And the Raptors lead by 4.
Yeah, look at Barrett being resourceful on offense, not passing up those mid-range shot opportunities.
That one goes. Count it. 18 points here for B.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Now here's Barrett. Fires from deep. And it's Giddey with a rebound. But one thing that's fun to watch, when Josh Giddey grabs a defensive rebound and goes coast to coast, RJ.
Yeah, that's when he is at his best. Ball is in his hand. Out in space, playing with speed.
And here's Quickly, giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. He drops it from range.
Nice start for him beyond the arc. He's already hit 3 triples, and I'm pretty sure there's more to come.
To the wing, right side. Here's Mamukelashvili. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, R.J. Barrett, the son of a pro hoops player. He said, quote, as a youngster, my dad programmed me to be aggressive. He always told me, go to the rim, live in the paint. When you do that, you not only score, but you force the whole defense to collapse, and you can make easy plays to hit shooters. Back to you, Brian.
Playing with purpose. Allie, appreciate the report. There's a minute 17 left in the second. Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Defeated by Detroit in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And they got to the line at a good clip, but couldn't cash in, and it ruined their chances.
Leaving points at the free throw line can take the edge off of a team. You're playing physical, you're playing hard, and it's just not paying off.
Collins, he's checked in for Chicago. Simons comes in for Giddey. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You look at Sacramento, they slipped a bit. Still in the top 10, though.
Well, right now for the Bulls, they're at the very top of the rankings. That gives a team so much confidence. Having that attitude means a lot with the playoffs coming up.
And here's Ingram from the arc. Offensive rebound.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And Miller the bucket on the assist by Buzelis. And it's a 7-point Bulls lead.
I just love the ball movement.
Outside Barrett. Pass to Ingram. There's 45 seconds left in the first half. Quickly outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Murray Boyles. And that time also a missed shot. Chicago leading by 7. Simons passes to B. Driving in. And a two-handed jam.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And here's Ingram outside. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got his 4th rebound in this one. Has to be. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the long J. B's got 13 points now in the quarter.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first-half performance it's been for the Chicago Bulls.
They're up because of the three-point shot, scoring in bunches. It also opens up things down low.
And that's something to watch for. Does the defense extend to where guys start going inside?
All right, guys, let's swing it over and see what... And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Well, most NBA teams run their offense through their star player. But, Grant, that can leave the team vulnerable when that player has an off night.
You know, in a strange way, it's almost better if your star is out of the game. I know that sounds weird, but those complementary players get increased opportunities and are emboldened to do more.
Checking out the group for Darko Rajakovic to start the second half. Ingram the 3 with Barnes the 4. Quickly at point with Barrett by his side. They're the guards. And it's Murray Boyles in at the 5, roaming the paint. Toronto passing it around. Three-pointer off the mark.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line, a chance at a three-point play.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Deflected. Here's Buzelis. He's guarded by Barnes. B, the pass to Simons. Here's B. Drills it from deep. B's got 8 points in the quarter.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Raptors trail by 18. Outside Ingram. Looking to win the run. Buzelis grabs the board.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
And the basket by B.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Taking a look at some numbers here for Emmanuel Quickley.
And his effective field goal percentage isn't in the best place right now. Over the last 5 games, he hasn't had much shot discipline. He'll be looking to play a lot smarter today.
It's hauled in by the Bulls.
And I'm sure this isn't how they drew it up at the half. Only 1 for 5 here in the third quarter.
Miller outside. Collins left side. Has to be. There's the triple. Barnes with the rebound.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
For 3, Barrett. Chicago with a rebound. He's got rebound number 7 tonight. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. He's got 41.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
Kicks it to Quickly. 4-3. Buries it from 3.
Yeah, when you look at Barnes' assist numbers, they show you can run your offense through him, not your average wing.
Here's Buzelis. Taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game. Here's B. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. 19-point game. Next up, they'll face the Nuggets in Denver. That'll be the second game of a 5-game road trip. And since arriving in Toronto, his hometown, R.J. Barrett has seen his game take a step forward, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And in particular, his playmaking has gone to another level. If he could ever get his shot right, then he really will be off and running.
Shed, he's checked in for Barrett. And that one's good. Ingram.
That's a move you won't see many guys make. Impressive stuff.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Chicago making a switch here. Here's B. And he converts the layup. B's got 43 points.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Here's Shed. Banked it in off the glass.
That's just smart basketball right there, finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
Here's B, guarded by Quickly, and the basket by B. B's got 16 points here in the second half.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Quickly deciding where to go with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Got a hand on it. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Bulls out in front, leading by 17. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Chicago leading by 17. They've got Josh Giddey. Williams is out there with Colin Sexton. Then there's Nick Richards. And it's B in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Ooh, he's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
Hurdle with a screen on Williams. The 3 from Barnes. Chicago with a rebound. B's got rebound number 8 here already in the game.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Raptors trail by 19. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Williams finds Giddey, takes it inside, and he goes in for the dunk.
You're pushing the pace. Giddey using some speed to get his shot.
The Raptors shooting about 41%. Outside Barnes. Offline with a 3. Chicago has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. B. And count that. 2 points and a chance for 1 more at the line.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area. Huh?
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Chicago?
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
And also, I just love how they've been moving the ball side to side on the perimeter. Great passing, unlocking their offensive potential.
And despite the NBA's popularity, some folks criticizing the wide-open style of play.
Yeah, you know, B.A., some of the artistry is lost when guys are mostly hunting for open threes. But for some teams like the Celtics and Warriors, that's been a championship-winning formula. And, well, we all know it's a copycat league.
To the paint. Gets stolen by Barnes. Here's Walter. Checked by Sexton. Shot is good by Barrett.
Such a gutsy player. Barrett takes on challenging defenders in style and stays in control.
B, the pass to Sexton. Chicago passing it around to the inside. Here's B. And yes, another basket.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Barnes with it. Quickly outside. Pass to Ingram. Give him that one. Now shooting 5 for 11 from the floor.
A tale of two halves. After a slow start, he's turning his offense around.
On the take. And he throws it down with one hand.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face. Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
Here's B. Off target from three-point range. Toronto's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Barrett finds Barnes. B grabs the board. B's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Well, a multi-sport survey showed that among respondents, the average age of referees in the U.S. was almost 57. Is that a concern, you think?
Well, we've seen that in the NBA. Older officials retiring and becoming teachers, and the younger generation coming in, still cutting their teeth. Ultimately, they've got to continue to learn and build, and that takes time.
Chicago making a switch here. Yabusele's checked in. Lets it go from deep. And it's Shed missing. The Bulls have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. And got it! Another basket!
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Pass to Dick. Now Pirtle. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter. Inside. Out left to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Toronto needs to get off a shot here. Shot is good by Mamukelashvili.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Bulls.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And this is one of the best teams we have ever seen. 69 wins this year. Wow.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for B.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
Has to be. Lets the 3 fly. Pirtle grabs a miss. So it's Toronto now. Now here's Dick over Sexton. Dick with a miss.
Even though he had space, there is never an easy fadeaway.
Here's B. Another bucket. Wow.
And he's got 60 again. I mean, I've never seen scoring like this. He's now tied the mark for most 60-point games in a year.
To tie that mark, that's something I didn't expect to see in this lifetime. What a season he's having. So no problem for Chicago as they get the win, showing that they're the far superior team.
Here with MP after the win, and to say you were present on defense tonight would be an understatement. You were really disrupting your opponents on offense with all the shot blocks. Walk us through it.
That's what we always talk about. Not just getting stops, but creating an identity. We want teams to see us on the schedule and know they're in for a dogfight. My bad, didn't mean to scare you.
No, it's great.
But
keep going.
Tonight we were...
Brian, over to you.
Thanks, Jennifer. And that about...
We know these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. The big men on the floor for them, Mobley and Allen. Sam Merrill out there with Harden. And it's Tyson in at the 3 spot. And here are the Bulls now. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And in that one, the offensive execution made the difference. They found and exploited the mismatch repeatedly.
Well, it was certainly a game that their analytics people had to love breaking down. I thought they exposed every weakness in the defense.
Here's B. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. To the wing right side. The shot hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. B's got 5 points so far.
And this is something Simons continues to work on. Love seeing him look to involve his teammates.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. There's the 3. Another 3 that time. A beautiful shot from B. B's got his 3rd basket of the night. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Mobley outside. Back to Harden. Can they get it? The rebound by Simon.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Drills the 3-pointer.
Boy, bringing tremendous energy right now, and his teammates are absolutely feeding off it.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Still without a basket in the game. Last time they met in Cleveland.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup. And their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
Looking now at some numbers for James Harden. Mobley outside. Wound up there for Allen. Stolen by Collins. Pass to Simon. And he gets it to go.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Chicago.
They look to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Now, here is Harden. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
And the way he passed the basketball was also a major factor. He created a ton of opportunities for his teammates, guys.
Here's Simons. Jared Allen making his last shot. Out to the right wing. Here's B. Good. And Miller gets the assist. 14 points for B.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Well, one thing the fans have come to expect from Jared Allen, Doris, some acrobatic finishes.
What's amazing, Kevin, is you might be looking at the rim and there is no Jared Allen in your vicinity, and then a second later he's flying by and finishing. He's got great instincts.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, guys. Be in that last...
Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Abusele out there with Miller. Then there's B. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Booz Ellis in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. The Cavaliers trail by 15. Outside, Porter. Pass to Wade. The Cavaliers with another miss. Chicago's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. From past the arc, and there's 3 points. The long-range shot is on target from B.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
To the inside, Schroeder lays it up off the glass. Schroeder's got his second basket of the night.
Well, you have to take advantage of the chippies when you get them. Nice job by Dennis Schroeder in close.
Giddey the pass to B. This one for three. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got assist number 5 here tonight. And Schroeder's got the ball here for Cleveland. 19-point game. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the threes to go down, and really the story of the game.
What was most disturbing to me was they didn't have a backup plan, right? The threes aren't falling. What do you do next?
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
B can't get it to go.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
And the Cavaliers' Kenny Atkinson. Doris winning the NBA Coach of the Year in 2025.
And this was just an incredible honor for Kenny, who, of course, longtime record as an assistant coach, great player development coach, joined Steve Kerr for a time and says that experience helped take his coaching to another level. That has manifested in Cleveland.
And it's good. Looking quite sharp with 10 of 12 shooting tonight.
Now, he's had a one-track mind this quarter, and that is score the basketball.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And he's good on the 3-ball. B's got 29 in the game.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Timeout called, Cleveland. Collins checked in for the Bulls. And Fernie Simons comes in for Josh Giddey for the Cavaliers. And 1:01 left to play here in the half. Here's Merrill. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
Then let's talk about his passing, guys. Let's remember he also did an excellent job of finding guys in their right spots.
Merrill on the wing. Mobley outside. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Tyson. Shot clock at 6. From deep, Harden. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
A nice shot by Simons. Simons has got 12.
Oh, gritty inside. Simons amongst the big bodies.
From deep, Harden. No good on that one. And so it's the Chicago Bulls holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
They have to lock it down defensively. Giving up great shots is a great way to lose a game.
And if you're disruptive at that end, it creates
And with the playoffs approaching, and that is it for halftime, folks.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, B has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Checking out the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. The rim protectors standing tall for him, Mobley and Allen. Harden out there with Sam Merrill. And it's Tyson in at the 3, the small forward.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead. And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow. And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Harden outside. Drains the three-pointer. Harden's got 6 points.
Well, James Harden, a sniper through and through. You give him even a little sliver of daylight, and that ball is gone.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, before games, Jared Allen makes a point of fist bumping and connecting not just with the teammates and coaches, but team staff, security, ball boys. He said it's showing everybody love. They're all a part of it. I'm getting them hyped for the game, and it gets me going too. Kevin?
All about that connection. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. B gets the bucket.
Even though they have the lead, this guy keeping his foot on the gas pedal, I love it.
To the middle, deflects the pass. Chalk up 2 there. Merrill's got his first points of the game.
Doesn't get much easier than that. That is nice work.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. All right, now let's check out the standings in the Eastern Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. Taking a look at Chicago. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time, sitting in first place right now and not looking like they, are going to be slowing down at all. And, of course, there's the Cavaliers. Right now, they're 5 spots below them.
And, for the Bulls, they've been on a roll this season, currently first in the conference, but they know they still have a lot of work to do.
From deep, Mobley misses.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Collins, good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
The 3 from Harden. B pulls it in. B's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And he just keeps on going. He's got more points than anybody else out there.
Mobley outside. 1:53 left to play in the third. Offline with his 3.
Boy, still trying to get comfortable out there right now.
B gets the bucket. B's got 38 points.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
A nice shot by Mobley.
Man, that is a big-time tough finish. Evan Mobley doesn't back down.
Here's B. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. B's got 11 points in the quarter.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
With the step back. And Harden with the stuff.
Okay, James Harden showing you I've still got the vertical in my bag of tricks.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. Takes a 3. Buzelis grabs the board.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Driving inside. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Lobbed up there for Allen. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, my goodness. Jared Allen catch a body on the way to the cup.
Miller finds Simons. Inside. And again, Chicago turns it over.
Well, one guy's thinking zig, the other zag, and it's nothing good resulting.
Schroeder looking around. Pass to Bryant. And it's blocked. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. The Bulls on top, running away with this one. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Be out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Nick Richards. Then there's Sexton. And it's Yabusele in at the 4 spot. That's the group on the floor for Chicago. Back to Allen, and Allen slams it in.
Once Jared Allen gets rolling, this guy will keep the pressure on. He wants to be great.
Shooter comes with the double team. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Fires for 3. It's good from long range. B's got 47 points.
He has done the heavy lifting for them offensively. Now looking to close this thing out.
And Zoelis will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. Here's Schroeder. Rebound by the Bulls. Giddey's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's B. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Jared Allen. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
B, and again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Here's Harden. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Back to Allen to end the run, and then Allen slams it in.
Well, why settle for the layup when you can finish with authority? Mr. Allen on the dunk.
Here's B, and it's blocked. Harden against Giddey. Harden gets the bucket.
You put a difficult first half behind you, and you get busy in the second half. You love that mental toughness.
B, the pass to Richards. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
And you have to be more careful with the basketball. These are possessions that you don't get back.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Pass to Mobley. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
Well, the mechanics of James Harden's shooting are just so defined and on point. He gets the ball, and he's ready to shoot right away.
Now, Giddey. Here's B. Down low. Outside for Sexton. Williams sets a screen for Sexton. And again, no good by Chicago. 1:53 left in the game. Now, here is Harden. Defense right on him. Merrill can't hit. Bulls have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And yep, another basket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Bulls.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And this has been a beautiful thing to watch. This team all season long with a remarkable journey, including tonight. They'll have now won 70 on the year.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for B.
He showed up on the glass in a big-time way, and that really set a tone.
Again, the miss by Harden.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones, making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Pass to Tyson. Back to Harden to stop the run. Nailed from three-point land.
I mean, we've come to expect this from James Harden. The ability to strike quickly from beyond the three-point line is just special.
Driving in, and another one. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Lets it go from deep. Another three for Cleveland.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Congratulations on tonight's win, MP. You were looking for your teammates early and often and keeping them involved throughout. Was that the strategy coming in, or did you see something in the game that led to an adjustment?
What? Don't act like you're surprised, Jennifer Quintana. You know I could dime them up, all right? Just depends on how the game's going, you know? If the D is going to give my teammates room to shoot.
Kevin, over to you.
Terrific job, Jennifer. Thanks so much.